G'day all, Go Deed Sloth here, welcoming you to Slow Hands Fast Cars. We're not in a rush, but we will get faster, hopefully one day. A little bit of a weird one today, completely different to what I have been doing. My little boy apparently is a bit of a critic, and he said that my videos look the same, sound the same, and are boring as shit. Fair enough, can't argue. So, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my office, what I've done, what I've changed, where it's at, because I think it's going to be a good look at how everything's going to improve over time. Well, I hope so anyway. I'll also show you the equipment that I'm using, or lack thereof. So let's start with the basic stuff. Poor phone, right? Like a Motorola G5, crappy camera, that's all I've been using to catch your stuff out on the track and stuff like that. It's what it is. Now the camera I'm using with the microphone is a Logi webcam. I think it's like the C30 or something like that. $30. Yeah, I used it for work for Zoom stuff and bits and pieces. So it's all I got, and that's what we're using. Now, long story short, got a father-in-law, bit of a hoarder, picks up stuff everywhere. Got a little GoPro Hero 3 or a GoPro something or other. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. It actually works, okay, so I have plugged it in with the USB. It has got, I don't know what I've done with that. It has got a safety case, so I can actually attach it to things and do all the rest of it. Powers up, does the rest, but it won't record because this one needs an SD card, which I don't have floating around at the moment. But, you know, any excuse, I'll go get one, use it for the Switch 2 if this doesn't function. So we'll see how this goes, but hopefully, that thing will work. Maybe I can start doing a few better videos. Maybe I can get some better captures at the racetrack. I do have some basic stuff that I captured on the phone that I'm putting into another video that I'm working on. And that's another problem I got. I have no video editing experience whatsoever. So I'm just using a free program, the Microsoft Clipchamp, I think it is. Basic, learning my way through it. It's taken me time. Yeah, everything on there. I'm just using templates and stuff and trying to learn it. So hopefully over time those will change and the videos will change as well. Maybe I'll get into some transitions and stuff. This thing doesn't have a very long USB cable, so we'll see what we can do with this. Alright, so essentially, crappy office, crappy desk, still cleaning up. On the floor, I can't see it. On the floor we have all our tools that I've been using, because I've got some desks in now, as you can see here, that go all the way around the corner here. I made them up the other week. I got bored. I did have a massive cockpit in here for racing simulations, which I can't really do with our current internet situation, but that's why that's gone. This will be the new hobby, so I'm trying to kit everything out. Really basic stuff. I went to work at Bunnings and I've just got some of their planks, cut them down, whacked some legs on the front, some, what do you call them, braces on the back of the wall, drilled them, cut some holes. Yeah, not complicated. Bit of fun. Nothing straight, nothing square, so yeah, good effort. But it works. So we've got a bit of bench space now, which is where I'm going to do all the hobby stuff over here. Something that's pretty cool though, oh, wrong way, that's my golf pictures. Market Jordan wings, that's what I'm talking about. That's a huge thing, so I love that. Had that for a very long time. We'll always continue keeping it, I hope. So over here is where I plan to set up all my hobby work area. Okay, I got a nice little pit mat I picked up cheap off a Hobby Direct. It's great. It's just like a big ass mouse mat, really. Now I can't bring the camera over there, but let's see if we can move things around a little bit, and I'll just walk you through what I've now got. So these are little SCY 16102s, I think is what I've identified them as. Picked it up at Toy World. Joy Tech, I'm going to go with. I can't remember. These are the Conquerors, not the Conquerors, the Conquerors. 1/16th, brushed, basic, fun little cars. Just fun little cars. They go well. There's no problem with them. Cheap and nasty transmitters, but they do the job. I think I got both of them plus extra batteries for like 320 or something. So, you know, great to have a bash around the backyard with a boy in. They do the job. The biggest gripe I've got is you can't adjust anything, as you'd imagine, but the front wheels are like towed out. So they don't handle great. The suspension, I mean, look at this. That's just a push down and it shakes back, you know. You drop it and it bounces. They're bad. The suspension is shocking. I reckon if I can fix up the suspension a little bit, we might get somewhere. I have put in spacers and that made a big difference to handling. But it also raised them, which I don't think they need. But, you know, we'll get there. I did get in some really cheap oil-filled shocks to throw on them. Of course, it doesn't fit. They're cheap. So that is why I've also got over here the Azito rotary tool. Cheap, nasty, lots of bits. I grabbed that and I've been modifying the mount so I can actually fit them on these things. And I got one half sorted the other night. So I've figured out now how I'm going to do that. I just got to get it done at some point. Picked up, most of this came from work at Bunnings. All right, I get a discount. Why the hell won't I? Lipo bags, they now sell at Bunnings. Good stuff. All my batteries in there. I picked up this Temu jobby. I actually, what was I getting? Oh, I was getting these things. So I went and ordered a whole bunch of clip mounts for the desk underneath, because as you can see, I've still got cables dangling down that I need to fix up. So that I got them, and while I was there, I found this, and I was like, oh, you know, that's a nice little cheap stand just to have something to work on. $2 in the end I got that for, and then they said, oh look, minimum postage, blah blah blah. So I picked up a few other things. What else did I get? Oh, a real basic camber gauge, cheap, nasty, but it'll do what I'm after. What else? I can't even remember what else I got. I got a few other bits and pieces. Can't remember now. Oh, I got the FlySky SM100 cable so I can hook it up to my computer to practice on VRC with the GT3C that's coming. It's still a while away, but anyway. One thing I have got from Bunnings that I will totally recommend to anyone in Australia, you will always need magnetic trays, workshops. This hobby, you're going to need it to hold screws. They're currently doing these things called stacked. They're a promotional item, and you can get, I think it's 3 of them. Now, I picked them up for under $10 with my discount. I think they're like $11, right? But, you know, magnetic tray, they all stick together, but fold up next to nothing. So they all go over there. You don't even know they're there. All right. 3 sizes, decent size, mid, the small one, get them. They're fantastic. All right. For like $10 or $11, you can't go wrong. What else? There's nothing really else there. Another thing, cheapy. I picked up a little cheapy tool thing just so I can start storing the screws and things that I'm pulling out and spare parts. I'll improve that later. But, you know, again, cheap. Not worried about it. That Azito rotary tool is pretty impressive. It's $50. It's battery. It's a lithium. It's going to do everything I need, I think. I don't think I need to go any more crazy than that. Chargers, I've got these. I'm waiting on some tools to come because all I've got is these cheap-ass Stanley precision things, and they're useless. All right? Useless. Don't recommend them at all, but these were my kids in some toy set, so I can't really complain. I have had a look at the King Max stuff, King Chrome stuff at work. They do sets of these, and they do sets of the little socket wrenches, not socket wrenches, the little, what do you call them? Allen key wrenches, for a better word, that you're going to need for hobby stuff. And they do some sets of them. Now, I don't think they're going to be great, but they will be the right sizes to work. Might be worth a look, $20 or $30 or something, especially if I'm desperate, which I may become. So that's there. Now, I haven't cleaned that up. That's just some leftovers from these things. Over in this corner, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to show you this. No, I can't. Look at that. Okay, so over there is the T200. I've got that set up and connected to a nice little cheap power board with USB and everything like that on it. So my battery charger's out over there, out of the way. It's also got some garbage that I've got there. Speakers, controllers. Worry about them later. Yeah, there you go. It's a crappy office. I do plan on making it better. I don't know how, I don't know when, we'll get around to it, and hopefully I'll be able to use this as a comparison video. You know, I might not even use this video, just doing this to try and shut him up a little bit. So I hope you've had I hope it's been a nice quick look. I'll probably cut this video down because it's probably going to ramble on too long. But let's get the hell out of here. This is the Goat Eat Sloth reminding you to take it easy on the trigger, send it on the straights, and remember, even a sloth can go full throttle.